Welcome to SF Commercial Property Conversations with Bruce Bean, where Bay Area investments meet expert insights. Get ready to unlock the strategies of commercial real estate success.
So today we have Bryan Marks with us. Bryan, the two first name person that I've interviewed of late. So Bryan Marks is with us. You can see, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see he's in a house that he's currently remodeling and upgrading and eventually going to flip, I believe. So Bryan, it's great to have you. I'd love to kind of hear how you got into this business as you were a pilot for a while and advertising. It's very interesting.
Thanks, Bruce. It's good to be here, and I'm excited to talk with you about this. I'm kind of an accidental real estate investor. Back in '99, which kind of dates me a little bit, but in '99 I bought my first house. It was in Laurel Canyon. It was a great 3-bedroom, 2-bath with canyon views. I bought it for $456,000, which actually was a lot at the time, but I bought it just to move in. I was a guy who worked in, I think, advertising at the time. And what am I talking about? I was in startups and the .coms, and I was telecommuting to San Francisco, where I worked for a company in e-procurement and government education. Anyways, I thought I was telecommuting until 8 months after I bought the house. I was forced to move there, in which case I was not going to go down without a fight, as far as I'm not going to lose money. I mean, you can't sell something so quick without, losing money. Appreciation is great in Los Angeles, but it's not that great. And yeah, so I started renting it, and I kind of got addicted to it, just working rentals and just real estate and the market, and started buying and selling some things. Bought a house in Sausalito. As I mentioned, I had to move to San Francisco, and so yeah, it was a bit of an accident. I sort of fell into it.
Wow, you had houses in Laurel Canyon and Sausalito at the same time?
Yeah.
Well, that's quite a combination. Wow, I like it.
I like to mix. I like the greenery. I like the canyons and whatnot.
Yeah, well, Sausalito's a little bit like that, and I don't know Laurel Canyon all that well, but that's a fun place.
Yeah, and actually, my wife, we still have a place by you up in Redwood Shores too.
Oh, wow. Oh, that's interesting. So was that a leftover from the .com days?
No, that's a leftover from her when she lived there.
Oh, I see. Okay. Where'd you two meet?
On a bit of a blind date here. She was with a girlfriend, and yeah, met at the Mondrian at the Sky Bar, which sounds a little sort of Hollywood tacky, but it's true. It's what happened.
But it worked. So that's all that counts. Yeah.
That's right.
That's nice. So you went through the advertising world, became a pilot, and then you sort of accidentally became a real estate person.
My mom used to say I had a T imbalance. I was sort of she called it as an adrenaline junkie. I just kept looking for things of high adventure. So yeah, I went from college to teaching windsurfing at Club Med to becoming a pilot, then went into advertising because all my students went away during a recession. And from there, I just really found that I love people and loved advertising. And I was still doing real estate at the time as well, as I mentioned. And then when I actually retired, semi-retired in 2007-ish. And then when my wife got pregnant, I ended up moving into a flip and had to go back to work and grow up all over again.
Yeah, those young kids will do that to you.
Yes. Yeah. It's fun though. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I do kind of miss the travel, maybe a smidge.
Hard not to. Very hard not to. So you've kind of flipped your way to where you are now, and now you're helping people kind of do their own thing, so to speak, in terms of buying real estate.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I do a combination. I mean, as you mentioned, I've got a flip behind me, and I think it really comes down to I got a flip behind me. I've got investment properties, and I also work, but my main gig is really full time as a realtor, and taking that knowledge from my marketing, sales background and my tech backgrounds, and coupling that in with I've done a lot of growth programs and coach leadership programs. And so I try and take a more consultative approach. And one of my passions really is helping people wealth build through real estate. So I believe in creating amazing spaces where people can thrive. And I also believe that this is one of the best vehicles for, well, it's what I think. It's a proven to be the best vehicle for wealth building that your average person has. So whether it's finding out what they're most passionate about in love, or helping them realize how to win a bidding war, or for that matter, more so how to take something they love and then something they don't love, and how they can create that what they love out of what they don't love. Boy, that was a tongue twister, but but I think you get the idea. It's about like trying to find opportunity and uncover opportunity proactively, as opposed to just kind of hoping you find something.
Well, so given your advertising background, how are you marketing yourself?
Well, right now we're in the process of generating. I'm creating a YouTube channel actually as well. More of a living in Los Angeles for relocation, for changing around, and also investment opportunities. I was with Keller Williams for a long time, but I joined Compass because they're a tech-focused startup. They've spent over $1 billion on their CRM. They pour a ton of money into development. It creates an amazing ability to market, streamline, to actually seek out people that are likely to sell within a database. So I can download essentially a whole area and then search for people based on age, how long they've owned it, what their equity is, etc. I mean, I don't know the actual specific metrics, but uncover people that are have a higher probability of selling, so I can proactively prospect them, as an example. So, I mean, it's a multiple approach. I mean, it's a multiple pronged approach.
Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. I didn't realize Compass had that $1 billion CRM behind them. No wonder people are moving to that platform.
Number one growing agency around, actually.
Yeah, right. So, and that's what appealed to you, was basically the tech part of it, right?
I mean, it was a tech part. I always want a competitive advantage. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, is where are you going to be able to thrive the most, create the most value, and somebody forward thinking, especially now. I mean, with AI and the world changing, if you're not in this world, if you're not in it to win it from a marketing perspective, I mean, you're going to get left behind in 2 seconds. So, I wanted that competitive advantage, and that's what we do with our marketing too.
Yeah, no, that sounds fantastic. And then you're obviously on LinkedIn. What other social media are you using these days?
The social media thing, I'm building, I'm bolstering, but I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. I want to be on TikTok in a way, and it's really funny too. I used to be a semi-professional salsa dancer. Like, I love the dance, but I can't do the TikTok thing. It just drives me crazy. And I have a 10-year-old daughter, and we'll do and I'm just
no, not happening.
no.
Well, your daughter's getting old enough now that she probably can run the show.
She totally runs the show. Whether she wants me in it or not's the question, I think.
Well, you got to tell her, look, you got to help me out here. I need some marketing, so she can probably do it for you.
Actually, if you Google it, I used to work on a team, and I did a video in Pickfair Village, which is an area in Los Angeles, and I took her along. She was, I think, 4 at the time, and she did the video with me. And I mean, of course, proud papa, I'm biased, but I have to say it was one of the cutest things. Her just repeating what I say. That's right. Properties. Last year 1, this year 2. It's so cute.
Yeah. So you got to use these marketing advantages when you have them, for sure. No doubt about it. So what do you
dog, the kid, you name it.
So what are you seeing in the future for the current situation in LA for housing and so forth?
What do I see for the future?
Yeah. What's your crystal ball saying?
Really, like you're gonna put me on the spot with that one. Actually, you know what? I can tell you though. I think so. Here's how I'm gonna equate it. I remember when COVID hit, and I was selling real estate, and I had that, like, for the first few weeks, I'm like, the market's gonna crash. I mean, how could the market not crash?
Right.
Pandemic, full shutdown. people forced to stay inside, and real estate took off like a rocket, you know? And even now, like I know that the market has softened over the last few years with interest rates going up, but I have to say, like good products are still flying off the shelf because I think it's because there's so much wealth in Los Angeles. Now, are challenged properties struggling? Yeah. Are sellers sometimes, shall we say, a smidge unrealistic or expecting like, I mean, they've always been, but the difference is back 4 years ago, they could be unrealistic and it would catch up. It was fine.
Right. Yeah.
And it was moving so fast that even though we tell them what the market was, it's not really unlikely that it would, we'd bounce them up, especially if we could stage it right and make it look great. But now I think properties that either overprice or that don't stage or that don't prepare, I think they might have a little bit of a challenged ride on it. But in general, I feel really good about the LA market. I mean, look, I just bought a flip and I'm pouring a ton of money into it. So, I mean, I obviously believe in at least the near future of real estate.
Well, no, actually, I wanted to ask you about that. I'm looking at the back. It looks like you're putting in a very nice kitchen, and you showed me an ADU earlier. So I'm curious. Obviously, you bought it at a reasonable price, and you're putting a ton of money into it, and hopefully there's a profit at the end.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean, definitely. I mean, this is where I think it comes down to relationships and being proactive. I mean, believe it or not, I met this seller. I was selling a duplex and she was one of the tenants. And this is 9 years ago, 8, 9 years ago. And we just hit up. We stayed in touch. And she inherited a property. She lived in it for a while and she was looking to sell. And I mean, I said, I can get you this price if we flip it on the market. I can do this. And anyways, it just worked out.
Wow.
And I'm really proud of it. It's taken a little longer than expected.
Of course. Yeah.
Which always, right?
Yeah.
But it wasn't as bad when rates were a little lower. Now longer means like, it really starts eating into it. But
yeah, right.
But I mean, just to give you kind of the metrics, so it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Spanish. We're converting it into a 3-bedroom, 3.5-bath Spanish. So every bedroom is going to get its own ensuite bath.
Nice.
And it's going to get an ADU with its own bath. So 1-bedroom ADU. And because we're a corner lot, I've created it so that they can be completely separated if need be.
Oh, wow.
For 2 rentals, or if you wanted to make it a guest house, you just put a gate in and you can use it as one. And I mean, the metrics are the rough metrics. It was a $1.2 million purchase. I'll probably put about 300 to 400 in carrying costs, which are, ungodly.
Yeah.
And then maybe another 100. So probably about 600-ish. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed the exit, if they're watching this, I was going to say, somewhere between 2.2 and 2.4.
Yeah. No, that looks, I mean, hey, if you can do that, you can do it all day long, right? So,
I mean, the thing we do is one of the challenges I have is I can't do, it has to look amazing to me. So, I'll tend to upgrade myself, and it probably could have been done for a lot less. But I mean, we did inset cabinetry, we did a white oak kitchen. We added the bathrooms. We've got, what else did I do? Upgraded British only stove, the electrical, like everything's been done. And so, yeah, anyways, I
think that quality sells. I mean, even though the cheaper version may look, 80, 90% the same, those that really know can look at it and say, oh, they were cutting corners at every point. And it sounds like your approach is, hey, let's put some quality in here and resell it as a quality construction, quality home, not just sort of a quick and dirty flip.
So we either did a great job or we just overdeveloped.
Well, I mean, that's always the danger, but hopefully the market's there and maybe interest rates will scoot down a little bit here, and then things will move even quicker.
Yeah, well, I've got a great contractor, and it's worked out really well across the board, and we've been really strategic about it. So, knock on white oak. You know,
Knock on white oak. Well, so where can people get a hold of you, Mark? Mark, I'm saying Mark now.
see, I told you, right?
the
It's got an
first
S.
name,
Why, how could you
the
even
two
say?
first name man. So
That's right. They can get a hold of me at, I love middle of the night phone calls. You know, I sit around and wait by the
okay, all
phone
right.
doing my hair. But they can call me at, call or text 310-913-6557. Or if you want to email me, Bryan Marks Properties at gmail.com. And it's, I think in the name on the
It's on
screen.
there. Bryan
And
with a Y.
exactly. And if you'd like, you know, one of the best things I've found is to start off with, you know, let me know. We can schedule a Zoom call or get together and see how I can, you know, how I can help you.
Well, hopefully there's some people watching that want to buy this house right now.
That's
We'll
right.
keep, yeah, we'll keep our fingers crossed.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. It was great talk. We'll see where we go from here.
Thanks a lot, Bruce. Appreciate it.
Talk to you soon.
Talk soon. Bye-bye.
That's a wrap on today's journey through the SF commercial real estate scene. Ready to share your story? Visit sfcommercialconversations.com/guest. Your insights could lead the next conversation.